I'm giving a brief introduction of Rana Bashar Ali Khan. He's an extreme global human rights activist, a leader, and the founder and chairman of the International Human Rights Movement, an organization operating across 60 countries with nearly 100,000 dedicated activists, focusing on raising a voice for justice and equality without distinction of race, religion, or ethnicity. His organization accepts no donation, charity, or financial aid from any institute or individual. All member works on a volunteer basis, recognized as a powerful advocate of Palestinian rights, particularly within Europe. Khan sir has led numerous demonstrations, including historic protests in Bristol and across the UK. In October 2023, he was mobilized a significant protest where 29,000 people gathered to stand in solidarity with Palestine. His leadership has driven impactful lobbying and advocacy effort for Palestine in major international forums, including the UN and the EU, and his effort extend to Europe and Pakistan. Notably, in a groundbreaking demonstration, his leadership led to a 3-month sit-in at the BBC building in Bristol, demanding fair and unbiased coverage of Israel action in Palestine. This protest marked a historic moment in advocacy, though it eventually concluded following a court mandate. His unwavering commitment has established Rana Bashar Ali Khan as a prominent voice for Palestinian rights on the global scene. Sir, we want to hear from you also, whatever you want to say. And Suja, sir is based in UK, but he is a Pakistani working for human rights.
Wonderful. I'm happy to know from Basharat Saab. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. First of all, thank you to all the participant members, listeners from social media, YouTube, WhatsApp, and all the members who are present in this Zoom meeting. I want to say thank you, Dr. Shuja. What a wonderful achievement, and what a gracefully you represent the case for Palestine. The history, the background, the knowledge you provide, including me and the rest of the people, that is a very powerful, and we believe that will help us to raise the voice for the people of Palestine across the world. People like you are the strength and the power and a role model, not only for the people of Palestine, but the people around the world who are working for humanity. Your visit for Palestine and the presentation, it was so amazing that I was not ready to speak, and I was enjoying the knowledge you are providing. But thank you to Global Peace Let's Talk and the Secretary General Nikki D. Pana for International Human Rights Movement, and Dr. Sharmeen and all the members from around the world to joining this conference today. Palestine is such a sensitive issue, not only for a Muslim, but across the world. That is an issue when we want to discuss. There is so much to speak, because as a human rights worker, Dr. Shuja, you will also accompany me saying this. This is not something we can finish in a few hours speech. This is not something we can describe in our wording. This is not something we will learn and understand in a Zoom meeting. This is not something which we will take away the pain they are suffering in Palestine. Just a small example. Imagine in October 7th, in 23rd, 2023 till today, official figure, more than 2 million people are moved from their houses. More than 130,000 people, including pregnant women, children, students, and young children, been killed. These are a figure which came out from the strong and controlled environment. Imagine what will be the real numbers and what will be the real figure. And more than 30,000 young women get raped by the Israeli armies. These are the figures which we are. It is very easy for me to say, but I believe Dr. Shuja been in Palestine. He is a much more pain and much more eyewitness to explain these situations. Trust me, when we speak for Palestine, we need to understand that we are speaking for humanity. It is not about a war for a land. This is not a war for two nations. This is not a war for a two different religion. This is not a war for a two color. This is a war for weapons. This is war for money. This is war for humanity. This is war for justice. This is war for peace. People, I am in a direct contact in Palestine, International Human Rights Movement team working in Palestine. In 2023, we lost 6 international human rights workers during that war, and till today we are not have any knowledge where they are, and we do not have any contact with even they are alive or they have been kidnapped or they are in a prison or they are kidnapped or whatever happened with them. We are totally lost the connection with them. Imagine people living under the control environments. It's an open prison. It's called open prison on the planet. But the major thing, it is such, I don't know who said this, but this is a very well-known wording from some leaders, that it is not Palestinians who are occupied. It is not Palestine who live in a prison. It is 56 Islamic countries who live in a prison. It is 56 Islamic countries who are silent. So this is something, as a Muslim, I feel shamed myself when I call La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, and I see my fellow countries' leadership being silent, saying nothing. People like Dr. Shuda, Dr. Nikki, Dr. Sharma, and Yoval Bhatti, people like these people who are a real hero for us, at least because they are fearless making their voice. They know they are in a danger. They know they will be facing a very much difficulty. I can understand after this open speech and brave introduction and brave historical knowledge providing by Dr. Shuya, I am doubt that he will be very much difficult situation to re-enter in Palestine after these kind of information he provide. I'm a witness many Muslims, even top leadership of the Muslims human rights organization, they've been banned and they will detain in a Israel airport. Dr. Shuja will also witness, will also agree with this. So the situation right now, what we can do, this is the main thing. I think you all are very aware what is the situation in Palestine. You all are aware that people from 1947 till today, they have been dying, they have been killed. The war Israel launched on Palestine more than 5 times. They are horrible wars. They killed millions of people. They start from just few thousand houses in Israel, when the Muslims with an open heart, with a great emotion, they welcome people from Israel when there was no space for them to go anywhere after the World War. There was no land for them, for our fellow Israeli people, but people of Palestine welcome them in their home. They welcome them as a guest. They welcome them as a neighbor. They open their heart. They open their land, their houses. I can also agree with Dr. Shujad, because when second Khalifa Hazrat Umar Farooq he was ready to read his prayer, that Padri and the head of church, he said you can pray inside. The Hazrat Umar Farooq wonderfully said, I do not want to pray inside, because if I pray in your church, in your holy place, then the fellow Muslim will start also praying in this. I do not want to pray. This is what a Muslim believe. This is what we believe. We respect every religion. We believe, we respect Hinduism, we respect Christianity, we respect non-Muslim, we respect all the religion. This is what we learn. This is what we teach. This is our holy book teach us. We respect every religion. But what they return us, Dr. Shuja is witness for that. What they return, only in last 1 year, 365 days, more than 2 million people dismantle and display from their houses. If you divide them, they are more than 30,000 people per month. It is in last 1 year been destroyed. When we divide them in a 30,000 per month, it's mean minimum 1,000 people lost their houses, lost their family per day in last 1 year. While we are talking, still they are been dying. But the question, how we can come out from this situation, how we can help Palestinian people, this is the main question. Dr. Nikki and all the people who are present in this meeting, mostly people from International Human Rights Movement from Pakistan also present. The way we can help them to keep moving, keep talking about them, this is something we need to understand. We need to talking about Palestine. We need to raise about the awareness. There is not much we can expect from United Nations. I worked with the UN. I can understand the United Nations is just a central club for a rich country. We cannot expect much from United Nations. That's one thing very clear we have to understand. There is not much expectation. There was a question raised by one of my fellow Zoom member from Dr. Shuja that what we are expecting from Donald Trump election. Trust me, it will nothing happen. The policy will never change. The policy, because Israel is one of the biggest customer for the United States of America. Israel one of the biggest customer for European Union. Israel one of the biggest buyer for a weapon from these top countries. They have a common interest, they have a financial interest, they have all kind of interest, they have a joint businesses, they have a joint interest. So if you are expecting that they will launch or they will deliver something for people of Palestine who are dying in Palestine, we are in a wrong stage of thinking. We need to wake up, we need to raise awareness like these Zoom conferences. We need to promote people who are talking about Palestine. We need to utilize our social media. We need to utilize our societies, our cities, our community to awareness of Palestine. I can see the few hands are raised. But if there is any question, there is anything we can do as individual or as organization, please come forward and work for anyone whoever working for a Palestine, whoever working for a humanitarian. You have an organization around yourself. There is thousands of people like Dr. Shuja, Nikki, and Yovel Bhatti and Rana Naveed and people from Pakistan and around the world. They are working for human rights. What we can achieve, we can keep talking about the Palestine. This is one thing we have to do. We can launch. There is one other thing which is very practical things. You all are witness that the KFC, that's one of the most popular branch supporting the Israeli army. They've been banned. They have closed many shops, many outlook around the world. If we keep boycotting the Israeli gadget, Israel stuff, I think we can make the big damage. This is how we can achieve. This is how we can help Palestinian people, as in a Islamic way said, at least speak about injustice. If you can't speak, say bad about that in your heart. If you can't say bad about in heart, at least talk about it. Keep going it. This is how we can help Palestinian people. Imagine the last thing before I can answer any question or I can ask in the next question. It is very easy to say wearing nice suit, presenting nice presentation like me and Dr. Shuja said, 2 million people died, 30,000 women raped, 140,000 people, children are out of school, 20,000 children been killed in hospital. This is very easy. I can say these in a 3 minute, less than a minute. But feeling the pain, close your heart, feel the people who left you, your father, your mother, your sister, people who died. Feel the pain, feel that moment when they left this beautiful world, when they left your company. What was the pain you feel? At least you was around them, you was giving them a proper goodbye, farewell. But people who die in Palestine, they do not have a nothing. They have nothing to bury them. They have nothing, not even a clean water to give them a wash by Islamic way before the last exercise for their departure. They do not have a medicine. People dying. At least do something. Come out from this political background. Come out from what believe you are. It is not make different. You believe Jesus, you believe Musa, you believe Hinduism, you believe Christianity, you believe Islam, whatever you believe. It's not make different which language you speak. It's not make different where you come from. It's not make different what believe you are. It's not make different what you understand. It's not make different what kind of knowledge you are holding behind you. The main thing, you need to stand for a people of Palestine. If you will not stand today, I don't know what your religion talk about when you will die, what will be answerable, what question will be asked from you. Trust me, what I believe, my heart, when I sleep with my children, when I sleep in my bed, I feel the pain, people of Palestine. We need to keep going. Thank you for everyone. May Allah bless the people who are in Palestine. I want to say last thing before I go. Dr. Shuja, sorry for your pronunciation if I pronounce wrong, but we proud on you. People are like you who are real hero. Trust me, I went in Myanmar in 2017. I was deported from the airport. The situation are very bad in Palestine. People like you who've been in Palestine and come back and speaking loudly and proudly, we're proud on you. Clap for you. Thank you for everyone. Thank you to joining us.
Thank you so much, Rana. So I just want to add to Rana, please, that none of us can just sit back and think it's somebody else's problem, because really